Stress runs the world. Stress runs the world. Stress runs the world. Stress runs the world. Stress runs the
Yeah.
Heckling, licking lips, not a slope but a quip. Hope on the hip, note my drip, hold my grip, no pattern. Rub the lantern, higher stakes. Wrote it dangling off the fire escape. Wired to isolate, telling the truth with a liar shake. Shangri-La awaits, shinobi, keep that grin on me. Homilies for the homies, I'm a Reddo when I'm lonely. Geppetto's specialty was making phonies, huh? Profit roadside wood carving, land parcel looking like bush gardens. Quit rap to be a kush farmer, not really. Smirk like Acanelli, protrude the pot belly. Bust the b-boy in profile, must the decoy know now if their essence is facsimile. Lessons in fragility, menagerie of the guilty. Stress run the world, my nigga, you must know that. Stress run the world, my nigga, you must know that. Stress run the world, my nigga, you must know that. You must know that. Stress run the world, my nigga, you must know that. Stress run the world, my nigga, you must know that. Stress run the world. Stress run the world.
stress runs the world.
The truly ancient and original left-handed styles of the hoodwinkers and penny pinchers. The truly ancient and original left-handed styles of the hoodwinkers and penny pinchers. The truly ancient and original left-handed styles of the hoodwinkers and penny pinchers.
Maneuvers manifested. Finesse financier. The square stresser who won't get blessed by the hands today. Windmill like a oogly moogin. Usually goofing. Sure as Pippin dunking on Ewan. Capping kazooing. The captain's no longer lucid. Nonetheless still feeling juicy. Bro, I'm talking numbers. You dig? Supreme mathematics. Ruby out the prism through which the truth get abstracted. It go beyond hit and miss. Find yourself on the other side of the living myth. Roots tonic with the cocky whiz. Your man's cocky talking hit and live. But don't make deposits. You know I hate that logic. We try and build on something bigger. Real trapezoidal figure. Hopping squares like I'm Bobby Fischer. In the lobby of the Fister with a buckle of lotion. Let's put the eyes in the open. Eyes in my focus. No mud, no lotus. Ain't special, but I noticed I was given a nose and roses. And an 8th sense that work is psychosis. I should be enjoying myself, P. I should be enjoying myself, P. Note the drip, I might just stun on myself. Said, agency is my agency. Agency is my agency. As my thoughts go creeping, plot hole deepen. You work hard, I'm sure, but I'm sleeping. And even if I'm fasting, I move like I'm eating. That's faith-based, my mind is my safe space. Mastering self while capitalism in a late stage. Who you know what tap dance on the academic? Who you know what tap dance on the academic? Don't forget the Forvon and the Chinese. Yeah, big glass of that tonic right there. The truly ancient and original left-handed styles, the hoodwinkers and penny pinchers, the illustrious, the most glorious, Ruby Actor, rap Ferreira, and I will rap forever. Splatters, where cheat codes don't matter. Wouldn't consider myself tame, no, the heart's been captured. The turtle turns sand, it gets deeper, don't it? Perhaps an animatronic, cheap components, exposed wiring. Suppose soul folks is hiring, that's how daydreams function. Body smelling like a sub from Cousins, fresh out the oven, I don't remember nothing. I think it was probably 73 degrees, wind blowing west. Him knowing best, so I defer judgment. When you rhyme and I think I heard something. When I rhyme, you be like, shit, I heard something. Same words, but it hit different. Same work, but the lick different. Sorta how the cipher loops. Sorta how night become Duke. Sorta how light become food. You sorta how square become cube. Roll rarely in the mood, but always in rare form if you rude. the jig is up. Hiccups pick up, it be the quick slip-ups that lead to downfall. That's why I don't be around y'all. Round ball earth, the gray cloud burst, and those were my finest slacks. I'm an artist, this ain't no honest act. If I'm inspired, I'll move accordingly. No currency could afford me, and look what I'm afforded. Yeah, look what I'm afforded, it's so baby. Sipping on a Royal Crown Cola. It's so baby.
Out my circle, surface merchants speaking cycles like the Bible says. My idols drive my idleness. When rivals bled among us, we held their hands from falling in the cooling mirth. Disperse my love between human and earth. Watch the sun's descent. I undepend on people so to keep my friends. Underpinning selfishness, I acquiesce to feelings needing love. From one soul kneeling, needing love. I'm feeding grapes, feeling whole again. I'm being fed, feeling soul again. And it takes an unseen force, divorce from my shell, the source, the void of my practical self, the porous cell spelled in a Moorish braille. Horse heads biting their horse tails, frail in the pale dusk of stale lust and pale. The Sarah's railed against the rise and fell. Iron bell, iron body ringing, umami singing, taste the face encased in foreign lace draped, just to puzzle oneself. I parquet, pardon myself from the table, but my settings stay. In a dark dream, I realize myself at night, for we are the prey.
Refrain.
That we seek in the dark. Dance.
significant detail, red as licorice, in fact, black as licorice. I click send on the email, green as God grinning at me as I grin at this teeny seashell on some rocky beach in coastal Maine. Hope is insane, yet I have an abundance. Sound the trumpets, will remain triumphant, the umpire Bible thumping. Suppose you was wrong about your rivals bluffing, guess we'll find out tomorrow. Donuts in an 8-wheel Argo, is this artful? Garçon shaking the parcel and you hear it rattle like maracas. Bust the haka and scare them demons off. What do it even cost to spend a day belly laughing? Collar up on my Helly Hansen, you know the kid hella handsome. Boogie dancing, but it looked like skipping. Frequent disagreement with physics and finite space. I'm in the alright place, giving the world timer nearly dinging. Risen early, words ringing, clatter banging in earlobe. Pivot to reload at the spawn point. I'm on point and making a point to take note of it. The Ruby out a boat if I wrote it is. Ruby out a boat if I wrote it is. And that's exactly what I rode in with. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Word to SX Boogie Emperor. Do his thing for the little king like Sling Blade. Da da da. Peace to Daniel Dumoulin. Bum, bum, bum. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Peace to Dame Funk. Shout out Ariel Pink for the one time. R. Stevie Morneau. Anyone who keeps making music past their prime. Me too. Yeah. Bring it back. Singing so what? This is music for quitters and dropouts. This is music for the flop house. Give me my props now, I say, clanging my briefcase. Can you believe the nerve of these cheapskates? Hogging sunlight and the technology behind photosynthesis. Let's measure rhythms and distances. This beat goes 29 million miles before moving. I think I'm improving, but who could say since no point is fixed? More or less, I think my point is missed. I've decided to embrace what differentiates me from the anointed clique. Ruby yacht land ownership. Let's build a monument and stand over it. Hand in hand, off sides. Odd pride, like watching your kid's first tantrum. Irrelevant data. Your murderer will be handsome. But what will their moveset be? What weapons will be on their person? This is urgent. This is urgent. Yeah, the sensibility is killing me. The feeling is eating at me. Rap forever, and I will rap forever. However, all the signs seem to indicate a goose egg inheritance. New Negro impediments, sweeping gestures, claiming many teeny victories. The very illest misdirector, impresario of nearly there. Booty tear drop, air on my foot, but these are not air walks. This how the impaired talk, know how the unaware gawk. Every boundary and border will be crossed by a person in stilts. What's worthless is guilt, make a motion or a move. I motion to improve, show improve, roll, go and do. From the rooter to the tutor to the boot, from the crib to the shoe. It feel real, it feel new. Ruby, I be the crew. Yeah. Lineal champion, pineal antonym, antebellum, amygdala felon, 5 from the melon, wiser than Magellan, cause I ain't leaving my house today. Auschwitz grave, if you give a mouse a fade, he'll ask for your air forces. Rare remorses, tinge in Edinburgh at the fringe, feeling blithe, capsize, supreme mathematics of your pant size. What's the moral? Our man in Havana, ginger for the sorrel, arrangements made floral, teeny mask like I'm Zorro. Yeah, yeah. Tell him about it. Tell him about it, Shay Shay. Tell him about it. Yeah, tell him about it, Shay Shay. Tell him about it. That was perfect. I just heard the verse and it came up. Damn, say Rubia. Yeah. Say SX Boogie. Yeah, you're still going.
Huh?
You're still going, baby. Rapping. Yes, baby. You got the microphone. You're on the mic.
Yeah, one time I got to go to Lenny Kravitz's house. It's a long story, but basically my mom was friends with his mom from Howard, and my wife's mom went to high school with his mom. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is this brother had all of James Brown's boots in that house. He had the Rumble in the Jungle cape in the house. He had Jimi Hendrix's full outfit from Are You Experienced? All of this beautifully framed and preserved. He had in a little napkin written, it was 20 years ago today, Sergeant Pepper told the band to play. And on all the walls, there were gold records everywhere, and none of them were his. And that's when I realized, like, even though I hadn't always rated his music, because I thought it was derivative, I was wrong. He was just a fan. Just an unadulterated, loving, full embracing, jumping out the plane type of fan. That's what it takes. Chew on this slow like you brush your tooth on root. Fuck oils, I use earth so I smell like truth. My funk 19th century, 102 proof. My Adidas got holes, kids, Nikes brand new. We are homeowning, so I roll full belly. France mad lonely, but my troops keep me steady. Nah, not my crew, yeah, my homies are cool. I mean my 10,000 tiny plastic army dudes. One day they'll come alive and wage war on you. Till then I poke you in the eye and run far from you. I don't battle, I masturbate on the internet. If you do both, I guess you're multi-talented. Good for you and take the flattery. Probably make you ticklish. I rubbed out far too many to ever be oversensitive. I might be self-effacing, but I never been tentative. Your girl like what she see? Look now, she in the hole with me. Hopelessly in love and hopefully regrettably. She'll crawl out eventually. In truth, they never really leave. She'll go back to you probably. Spend her days in apology on a deathbed finally. Surrounded by your family, your children and their offspring. All y'all hold hands lovingly. She smile and tell you pretty things. But in the 5 minutes before she dies, she closed her eyes and think of somebody passionately ravaging her being in her body. That nobody is me. Chew on this root. That too negative? I don't want to be too negative, you know. It's bad times out here.
is a type of worship, and joy is a type of worship, and joy is a, yo. What can I say? The beat's hitting. Type of freedom I need ain't given, it's no shitting. So I take bout my head, set gray, space and age, shrug your shoulders of that heavy weight. Boxing demons is a heavy weight. Fire at a steady rate before I isolate the wire. Cryogenic states for cowards. Let me decay like flowers, bread loaves on tops of fridges. Lots of little rigid movements, consistent with what you call fluid. Peace to the pagan druids, Zarathustrans and Buddhists, anarchists and Rosicrucians. Peace to problems and solutions. Peace to purity and delusion. Peace to severity and delusion. Peace to suspended animation and violent instincts. Pipsqueaks and squirters, hip cats and murderers. Peace to the normal oogly people. Peace to us unequal and in perfect equilibrium. Peace to every black entity. Peace to my enemies. Peace to the Wahoo Monastery. Honorary poet laureate Rory F. And joy is a type of worship.
Challenge me. Oh, challenge me. Oh, challenge me. Oh.
Try to make art and never consider the audience. Leave an author's note, let it read like a doctor's quote. I got homies on TV who vacation where it's tropical. I'm saving money for my opticals. No health insurance, it's an obstacle. But I refuse to compromise, mission impossible. Raise a black family on an avant-garde art hustle. Spaced out in the grocery store wondering, am I a loser? Be telling mom a lot of fans of mine's on the computer. I'ma make this next batch of t-shirts and bounce back. Perhaps I'm one track away from something. And even this here is a prayer for something. My downbeat never hopeless. Bro stay focused, forward momentum. But it feel good to vent. But it feel good to vent. Sure as the yo-yo drops. Sure as the furnace burn fiery. The plan's coming nicely. This is chamber music by Mary Baraka. I'm like that sometimes, I think. Some distant romantic wrapped in music. I wanted to know myself and found that was a lifetime's work. The twists, zigzags, dips and turns all could disorient you. That you were no longer you, but somebody else masquerading as yourself's desire. Rain could come down, the sky grow light. It could even be twilight in a foreign town where you walked under far noises of invisible worlds. But when you remember, all of your face is blown down, gone forever in the wind, you'll see that you were always wanting to be you. You were always wanting to know and love yourself, and you found a few faces, a few names that extended your life and other lives. And as time marches, hours, days, decades dance, you'll find your hand in someone else's hand. You'll hear yourself thinking about some person other than you, and then look up and yes, there will be some other person, some closeness and echoed tenderness that makes us more than dots under the faraway, that makes us more than split seconds of light, split seconds of light.
I would want to share with you that yourself, when you say I, the true meaning of I is joy. It is happiness. It is life.
Crossing this ocean, the closing the odds, mind the gap. How can I get my antenna closer to God? Guess one raps, druidic, shamanic, damn near bionic. Being totally honest, ain't felt blood down my throat nearly a decade. Wouldn't waste this poem on a new page. Suppose we in the Coon's age. Electrician keep crisscrossing wires. Forward march on the mission to exhaust my ire. However, Babylon's booty is orin ingots, more inebriants. Funny, the flames wasn't licking so much as scalding, so much as scolding. My mind keeps recording the moment, though I beg its release. Peace, God, peace.
Peace, God, peace. Peace, God, peace.
Reality and its malleability, 3D printing facilities and food banks. Quest for goose eggs might leave you toothless or worser, uninspired. Precursor to the tongue-tied, wide-eyed like bunghole balloon knot. Their raps are cacophonic. I choose not to engage with the laws of local tyrant. Who gon' stop me today when the rays of the sun are their brightest on my melanin?
I see you shining, nigga. I see you shining, nigga.
Yeah, see the canvas, I scatter colors in different paint. My indifference is something mortals could not attain. Holy water and matrimonial thoughts decay. Hold your head high, nigga, don't let them drop your gaze. Praise be the most high, the canopy in the rain. Ran a mile with some niggas couldn't afford the train. See celestial peak and we in a different day. You treating truth like something that's relating to hair. Muzzle my walls, ain't got no stains on my focus. Puzzle my speech, riddles beneath every surface. I almost drowned in a pool of my self-inflicted purpose. Say you holding it down, inquisitions and sound. Niggas testing my patience, I'm the indigo child. Crept aloof between the cracks, we took a different route. You know something we don't, go ahead, spill it out. Chronic doubt, plaguing on my mental, but I hide it well. See the red ink on the porcelain down the drain and swells. Drag my soul through the city, walking through paths of hell.
Whole world, the whole world, I would say, don't worry about anything at all. Don't worry about anything at all. You remember this thing, that you are not here by accident. Even in this form, this is just a costume for a while you have to wear. But the one who is behind the costume, this one is eternal. You must know this thing. If you know this and trust this, you don't have to worry about anything. You will not panic or act so prematurely. And you will allow yourself just to not just always react, but just to keep quiet. And you find your mind comes nicely again into your heart, and then you begin to see in your natural state, from your natural state. And I want to say that this world is so full of love. And your heart, your being is so full of love, full of peace. You don't have to go to someplace else to find peace.
This goes out to the Ruby Yacht, the only label that ever took care of me. This goes out to the Ruby Yacht, the only rap label that didn't steal from me. This goes out to the Ruby Yacht. This goes out to the Ruby Yacht. The oaks in Versailles. It hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it? I've been left behind before. Go about telling myself I'm like those Versailles oak. Flame wave lick, and I be the cavalcade, becoming enclave, or perhaps, more simply, I've been left behind before. When the head try to cut its losses, convinced I'm a losses. Down payment as collateral, what's the actual? Hurts, don't it? Hurts, don't it? I've been left behind before. That's why I'm stronger than you. Wasn't picked first, not once in my life. Nobody's shining example of nothing until I realized that meant something. Got comfortable with the munching of bone, gnashing of teeth, haggling for hashish. I remember thinking life was brief. This torment keeps stretching on. I don't think I've had enough yet. Sure as hell, but it's home, isn't it? Sure as hell, but it's home, isn't it? Isn't it? A sucker MC will leap off this ride before it finishes. Who am I to be indiscriminate? All power to the intimate. Help me break me down. Help me break me down. Help me break me down. But they showed up with all types of hammers, ratchets, wrenches, nuts, bolts. talking like the body is a machine, like I'm not an organ to be played with, to be fiddled, to be inspired, to be filled with air, to be a great fire. Every magician is a liar, and that's the sacrifice of magic. I want the smoke and all the static, give me sadness. Watch me stretch this madness to gratitude amplified. My psychosis is so proud, it's throwing me roses. You have to understand something. I've been left behind before. I've been left behind before. I've been left behind before. I want some speck. The way. I want some speck. I want a big old house in the loop. I want some speck, my brother. From the Ruby out to the far side. Getting stronger. Yes, my brain it just keeps getting stronger. What you didn't mention was how uncomfortable that would be.